The following production of the Bang Cartoon Radio Hour contains fictional material used strictly for satirical and comedic purposes, and it should not be accepted as being factual, and all voices are impersonated.
Welcome! You!
Bang Cartoon Radio.
It's huge when it comes to learning a new guy's rear end.
Oh, stop it!
I know the National Football League.
What, please?
Sometimes they run and they smell like sex.
That's how we do it.
Bang Cartoon Radio.
Look here, things need to be done around here.
A lot of people have picked us to put in the seat, and rightfully so.
Welcome to the Bang Cartoon Radio Hour.
I did my job. I showed up.
I know.
And now, here's John and Tom.
Gives on the reverse to Randall L. He's got room. And he's going to throw it. He's got Cooley inside the 5. It's a touchdown. Touchdown Redskins. Randall L. with the pass to Chris Cooley. And a win today in Philadelphia. 23-17. The Redskins win it.
Let's have 3 cheers for the Redskins.
I'm Jim Zorn, and I approve this message.
Boosh! Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're liking it, aren't you, man?
Yeah, man. I tell you what, it sure does feel good. It sure does feel good. Nobody gave us a chance to go up to Philly and win. Nobody gave us a chance to go into Dallas and win. And Dan Snyder will tell you, they win and then they did it both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy, man. I'm real happy. I couldn't be happier. The only thing that could kill my buzz right now is if we lose to either Detroit, St. Louis, or Cleveland. And they're coming up, and all 3 of those smell like trap games.
Oh, yeah, that can happen easily. I know Dallas is going to Arizona this week, and I'm scared to death.
Oh, and you should be, too. Arizona can put up some points.
Although, Kurt Warner might quit, so...
Yeah. You know what? I tell you what, I'm glad you brought that up, because I am so sick and tired of this in the NFL. They suspended that guy that hit Bolden.
I know.
They fined him and they suspended him. And
I know.
I don't know how they expect these defensive backs to somehow alter the laws of physics. Bolden was coming down. That was an unavoidable hit. As far as I could tell, y'all that played football, they teach you. Put your face in the guy's chest. Face in his chest. See what you hit. Sometimes when most locker rooms you're in, it's the last thing you see before you leave the locker room. It's a right big sign. See what you hit. And that's what he was doing, and down he came, and it just happened.
Right.
Yeah, Kurt Warner's crying.
Responding to an online report Monday that said he contemplated retirement following the team's loss last week in New York and the scary way it ended when teammate Anquan Bolden was hurt, Kurt Warner admitted he isn't so sure anymore, and he truly wonders, is it worth it? It started with a phone text to his wife, Brenda, shortly after he committed 6 turnovers and Bolden got hurt in the Jets game. He told her he didn't know if he could do it anymore, that perhaps life is too short for him to continue playing after more than a decade in the NFL, especially now that he is in the last year of his contract. She's wanted me to retire for a couple years now, said Warner, 37, who ranks 2nd in the league in passing yards, tied for 3rd in touchdown passes. I'm not blind to what this game can do to you. I'm not blind to what's most important in my life, and that's my family. I just wanted her to know I want to have a long and productive life after the game of football. I'm going to make a quality decision and move forward.
I'm not blind to what this game can do to Anquan Bolden when I lay his ass out.
Right.
I'm sorry, Kurt, but you are standing there with your thumbs texting. Anquan's on the ground with his thumb sticking up in the air because his brain is short-circuiting. Right?
Oh, this is good. That isn't to say Warner wouldn't listen to a Cardinals contract extension offer. He would. And privately, he's been craving such negotiations since talks broke down in the offseason.
This is a new tactic, Tom. Give me more money or I'll lay your star receiver out.
But as much as he wants to finish his prolific career by taking the Cardinals to the playoffs, the father of 7 seems genuinely vexed. I didn't know he had 7
He must
kids.
be Catholic.
Yeah,
that's right. You ever hear tubes tied? Get those tubes tied.
By the way, John, today's show is brought to you by VegasBusters.com. Betting is a marathon, not a sprint. Go to VegasBusters.com for football betting picks, sports handicapping, and sports betting. That's VegasBusters.com.
Did they pick the Falcons last week? Because this guy did. This guy did.
Yeah.
This guy also picked the Lions last week, so I better shut my mouth.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Speaking of the Cardinals again. If I'm the Cowboys, definitely I'd be worried about this because Kurt Warner, for all his self-doubt, went out and laid 41 points on the Bills, right?
Right.
Look, the Cardinals, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and say this looks like a powerful team, but it looks like to me they can score points with just about anybody.
And we knew that. I think we knew that going into the season. They had, everybody's all over their offensive players in fantasy football, of course.
Let's watch out for Terrence Newman.
Terrence Newman.
He could get lit up, dude.
Terrence Newman.
He might get lit up.
Terrence Newman.
Right.
Yeah, you remember that the Cardinals made a rule this year that if you were going to just buy tickets for the Cowboys game, then you had to buy tickets for both of the preseason games, right? They were going to, some rule where they were going to stick these Cowboy fans that always try to raid their stadium.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And Michael Irvin, what will Kurt Warner try to do to Terrence Newman?
Popsy.
Hey, DK in Texas from Big Blue Interactive doesn't like that sound, and neither does anybody in his office, he says. Hey, you know what? Back to the Redskins real quick. Let me just say this. Media, get the hell off the bandwagon. Get the hell off the bandwagon. This team could do nothing right. You guys, you piled on every opportunity you could. You made flat-out lies up about the owner. You said stuff that was absolutely ridiculous. They were your biggest punchline. You used them every week for your big jokes. Get off the bandwagon.
You're doomed, man.
Get off of it.
You are doomed, and you know why? Because Skip Bayless has jumped on your bandwagon.
He knows the National Football League.
That's right.
Shit.
He's giving it up. He's not doing it for Donovan. He's going to do it for Jason.
Oh, I see.
Oh, is that the way it is?
Skip baseless.
Right.
Skip clueless.
Oh, hell. But see, Peter King, he jumped right back on the Cowboys jock on his Monday morning quarterback, so you're doomed as well. See, that counters the Skip Bayless.
Yeah, okay.
You know what else is killing me? Dude, I'm watching the Monday Night Countdown last night, and they're all talking about the Giants as if they always knew this was the best team in the league.
I know.
Oh, we told you all about bull crap. Every one of you last January were sitting there going, they're just the sacrificial lambs here. They're lucky to even be here, right? This is just going to be the coronation of King Belichick, right?
Right.
And now I'm watching them, and they're all just nodding their heads with their eyes closed. Oh, yes. They're terrific. Oh, you can't stop them. Unless you're Plaxico Burst and you got to take your kids to school. It take me 48 hours to get my kids to school.
Oh, here you go. If anybody hasn't heard this, after you guys won that game against Philly, your owner, Dan Snyder, walking into the locker room.
This is him going through the stadium in Philly.
Crazy here.
Washington Redskins, Dan Snyder, pumped up, and why not?
Yeah, 4-1, beat Philly, beat Dallas, yeah, Redskins. That was funny, man.
Yeah, I know. That was great, man.
That was funny. I got to admit it.
That was all right. You know what? I've been telling you for years, from all the bull crap that the media has heaped on him, I can't wait till he holds up that trophy. I hope it happens this year. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I can't wait for it to happen because I want him to just turn around and show his ass to all of them.
It looks like you got pretty good football. I mean, after all, your team,
It isn't like they're a bunch of meals.
Right.
Right.
Honestly, John, they're winning because of just great football fundamentals. I mean, they are blocking, they are tackling, they run the football, and they don't turn the ball over 5 games. Not one turnover. That's insane.
And I'm watching last week in Joe Buck every other play. Troy, Jason Campbell has yet to throw an interception this year. They haven't turned the ball, and I'm sitting there going, shut up, you metrosexual. You're just cursing him. You're doing it on purpose. Just shut up. How many times did you hear, Pat Summerall would turn around, John, there hasn't been a fumble today. Unfumble. The ball's on the carpet. Right?
Right.
It happened every time.
All right. Well, listen.
Yeah.
You won the game.
Yeah.
But you're not really better than the Eagles, according to Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb. Shame on you.
This guy is unbelievable.
He just doesn't quit.
Oh, my God.
Somebody's a bit full of himself.
You think?
Just a little bit.
All right. After the game,
listen to his message.
You got to get his message.
Get his message.
They had their post game press conference, and I tell you what, this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to play what McNabb said, and then we'll go back.
Okay.
All right, so this is Donovan McNabb right after losing to the Redskins Sunday.
I was embarrassed these last 2 weeks. I mean, the two teams that we should not have lost to. When you make mistakes and you don't capitalize on opportunities, things like this happen. And, there's no way that you can look at this game and say that, not take anything away from them, but there's no way that this team was better than us.